K-Wave.
Yeah, this is the second day for the 1 year in Korean. Okay, so you learn Korean 1 year. This is second day. 자, 보면은 이제 첫 번째 Duolingo check. Okay, so make sure you did Duolingo, and then you did the 1 day work and then Korean alphabet. 그 다음에 이제 오늘은 뭐 할 거냐면은 Korean alphabet overview. We're gonna do some Korean alphabet overview and Korean sound practice, and then later on, there is a video called 한글 야호, and then it's basically the YouTube video for Korean students who are learning Korean. Okay, and 그 다음에 고학년을 위한 한국어 기초. And then as I do the lesson, I try to speak a lot of Koreans to you, and then because you may not understand, but I, try to speak less English as much as possible as I move on to the lesson. Okay, so right now I'm using maybe 70% Korean, 70% English, 30%, and then it's going to be changing to further, and then by the time later, eventually I'll be talking just all in Korean. Okay, yes, the first slide was about Korean language history, and then what is Hangul, how to make the Korean alphabet form, and then we learn about vowels. Okay, and so this session is when and how the Korean alphabet develop. Okay, I'm gonna be skipping this section today. Okay, it's a very good section, but then let's do some overview. Okay, so the 자음 means a consonant of these other sound. Okay, so 그, 크, 느, 드, 트, 르, 무, 브, 프, 스, 즈, 치, 으, 흐. Okay, so why don't you practice yourself? 감사합니다. Okay, so 그, 느, 드, 르, 무, 브, 스, 으, 즈, 치, 크, 트, 프, 흐. This is the second day, so it may not be like, if you really study hard, you may memorize, quite a bit some, but, it's like this is second day, so no worries. Okay, so let's repeat after me. 그, 느, 드, 르, 무, 브, 스, 으, 즈, 치, 크, 트, 프, 흐. Okay, we're gonna move over. Okay, these are how the vowels created, Korean vowel, and then the bottom one. Okay, the 모음. Okay, number 1 through 10. 아, 야, 어, 여, 오, 요, 우, 유, 으, 이. 아, 야, 어, 여, 오, 요, 우, 유, 으, 이. And there is also some 아, 야, 어, 여, 오, 요, 우, 유, 으, 이. Okay? So the Korean words, you combine the consonant and then you vowel. Always consonant first. And then, now this one is 가, 갸, 거, 겨, 고, 교, 구, 규, 그, 기. Okay? 가, 가갸, 거교, 고교, 구규, kugi. And by the way, this is a courtesy of the NACS, the National Association of the Korean Schools. We thank you so much for creating this wonderful PowerPoint slide so that many people can learn Korean. Okay, 감사합니다. So last week we learned about the most important fact is how you create a Korean alphabet sound, right? You see the cross, okay? You see the top horizontal way. So you have a vowel. Ya, oyo, uyu, I. Okay. So ya, oyo, uyu, I. And then the down sound. 그느드르 무브스 우주 축구 트프 그느드르 무브스 우주 크츠 크트프. Okay. So you combine the sounds and you're making it, right? So you add these two sounds and then you create it. And then you kind of look like a multiplication table, right? So in the elementary school, depends on your grade, and then you have to memorize a multiplication table. This is kind of like a multiplication table chart. So sooner you understand, memorize, and then sooner you can read any Korean character, right? That's all. So let's say where you find the na. Show me the number. Okay. Na is 2번. Okay. Later we're gonna be learning in Korean number, or hopefully soon. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is what I call Sino base number. Sino base number is like a Chinese base number. So the Japanese 1, 2, 3, Chinese 2, 3, okay? Korean 1, 2, 3, okay? So these are the number that use, the sounds very similar, okay? And then usually using money and stuff like that. And then there is another number set later we're going to be learning. It's called the native Korean. Okay, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, 열하나, 열둘, 열셋, 열넷. So this number is actually using like a taekwondo counting, because why you use two different number? The first number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Sounds kind of similar, 3, 4, right? So sometimes people get confused. So when you count the like object, you use native Korean number. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열, 열하나, 열둘, 열세, 열넷. But we will learn that later. Okay? For now, 90번은 어떤 소리가 날까요? 90. Would you say it? Boo. Yes, 맞습니다. It says 43번. So 43, found the 43 number. 43, where is 43? 43번. Okay, so this is what if you have this slide back here, okay, and then when you read this slide, you can actually say how to say this. So this is the H sound, right? H, A, ha, N sound, han, han. G sound, usually it's G. This is, and then okay. So yeah. So this is the order of how the Korean alphabet goes. Okay. He explains where you put the consonant, where you put the basic vowel, or you have a basic vowel go under it, and then final consonant. Yeah, when you look at this rule, it may sound can be overwhelmed, right? Okay, so these are the kind of some of the type of the Korean characters. Okay, uh, it may look confusing, it looks same, but then the best way to practice this is write a lot. You know, you have to say it, write it a lot, then you will know where these all these consonant vowels go together. Okay, but this is a second day for you, so okay, just kind of want you to aware of this. Can you read this? Go. Yes. Can you read this one? It means a persimmon in Korean. So this one is when you look at the alphabet chart, G sound, A sound, M sound. Come. Yes, come. Oh, this means a bear in Korean. There's a song called 곰 세 마리가 한 집에 있어 아빠 곰 엄마 곰 애기 곰. So that song means that there are three bears in the family. Oh, how you say this? Look at the alphabet chart. 그, 오, 그, 오, 그, 오, 곰. Yes, 곰. There is a rule for the vowels, okay? So in order to this the vowels to be exist, there has to be a consonant here, okay? This one is a vowel, even though it it cannot exist without it. The rule, one of the rule in Korean alphabet, you gotta have a consonant to start. Always start with a consonant and vowel. Vowel can go here or on the bottom or here and the bottom together. Okay, but then there is always a vowel. Okay, some teacher can call this one is a zero vowel. Okay, this is like sound, but there is always something. It's here. It's just kind of like an air if you don't see it, but we have an air, right? So there is something. Okay, always here to make this sound ah. Okay. And this one is, remember the song? 아야 어여 오요 우유 으이. Yeah, yes. Yeah. 어. 여. How you say this? 오. 요. 우. The purpose of this slide is make sure that you put always that circle, okay? The Korean alphabet has a lot of circles, okay? Yeah, zero sound. U, E is like a teeth. And the Korean has a lot of last name Lee, Lee, right? That or Yi, those are the Korean last name. And then this is their last name, E. So in the top says 모음 응이 있어도 없어도 소리는 같아요. 모음 vowel 있다 means there is. 없다 later there's not. 소리 sound 같아요 same. So whether you have this or not, those are the same sound. Okay, what that means. Okay. Now when you add these consonant now, it create a different sound. Okay. 가 냐, 텨, 더, oops, 죄송합니다. 더, what do you think of this? 려, 모, 표, 수, 주, 치, 키. So we have a rule here, the consonant, basic vowels. Okay, so this one is a vertical vowel. It looks like a 짝대기. 짝대기 is like a vertical. So it goes to the side. And these are the horizontal vowel. It goes to right in between. And final consonant vowel, these vowels sometimes come in the bottom one. Okay, so those are the basic vowels. Okay, those are some of the rules that I mentioned. Okay, well, how you write ka? Yeah, ka. No, yes. Okay, good. Okay, right here. So you don't write that. Okay, so you needs to go like that. Okay, that is correct. 구. 구 is a number 9. Basic vowel number set 2 means horizontal. It has to go horizontal. Do you write that? 이거 이렇게. This is the one. Okay. Okay, today lesson, I think that day is enough for this. Okay, I don't want you to overwhelm because the language, it doesn't take like 1 day or 2 day, a week or 90 days to learn. It takes a long time to learn. Okay, language is something you do learn, lifelong learning. Okay, so we're gonna go over other ones. Okay, later. Okay, and then the one thing that if you are yeah. Oh, 여기 있다. A lot of my students ask, what do you watch? If you are like a teenager, Korean, this is a Korean rating 15. 15 means Korean age is a little bit different. When you January 1st, you become a 1 year old, like a 1 year older. Let's say in United States, you have to be like let's say my birthday, June 16, right? So June 16, let's say I'm 16 years old when you become. But then this year, the coming year, January 1st, I become a 17 in Korean age. Korean age. Because why? Because in Korean, older, you're better, right? So if you are older, you have to call them 형, brother, or oppa, or 언니, or 누나. Those are the terms we're going to learn later. So older is better. So but Korean rated the 15 means it's actually like a 14 years old in the US can watch. Okay. So 사랑의 불시착 is a Netflix drama. The subtitle accuracy is A. Really good. I think they sometimes when you watch the Korean drama, they're not necessarily bad language. Sometimes certain translator, they translate it as like a really kind of bad language to increase the rating. They think higher the rating, the age, then more people gonna be watch. Okay, so that's not cultural content. It really portray the North Korea and the South Korea well. Rating the A, K-star Hyunbin and Sonhaejin. Hyunbin, this is a Hyunbin, Sonhaejin. These two are top Korean star. It's a romance, action, comedy, and politics. There is a many like an episode. The summary about the 사랑의 불시착. It's a crush landing on you. Yeah, 저기인데 사랑의 불시착. It's a Netflix drama. Okay, crush landing on you. Yes. When you do have a time, you can watch this. And then, but if you are like here, and let me give you this link. 한글 야호. 한글 야호 is
구
그림책을 읽어주는 누나 한글이와 야호랑
So it's a 한글 야호. Okay. So when you type this, this is a Korean children's show, and then it goes to the Korean alphabet, and then it's 굉장히 재밌어요. So let's just watch this.
나는 호랑이. 오늘은 뭘 먹을까?
호랑이가 오누이를 만났어.
너 하나, 나 하나.
어흥! 꼼짝 마라. 어흥!
Yeah, so this is 한글 야호. Okay, so you can watch this as well too. You know, depends on the age level. You know, it's good to watch the Korean drama so you can learn about the culture, language, practice. Sometimes, let's see if this one has a Korean subtitle. Yes, it does have a Korean subtitle, and then you can see how the Korean words and match with the subtitle. Okay, all right. Okay, 감사합니다. And then the homework. Yes, homework, because I'm a teacher. Okay, 숙제. The last thing that homework for today is a Duolingo. Make sure you do the day 2 of the Duolingo, and then try to spend at least about 10 minutes at minimum. Okay, and then 다음번에 만나요. So see you next time. 감사합니다.
K-Wave